Hi kids, today we are going to have some film franchise fun because today we are going to rank the top 3 films of one of my most favorite franchises of all time, The Rocketeer. And that begins now.
From the television studios in Fort Awesome, it's Hack TV, hosted by Chicken Boy. On this episode, Film Franchise Fun. This is Hack TV. No smoking allowed.
Hi folks, this is your good buddy, your pal, your best friend that you ever added to your Facebook list, Chicken Boy here, and today we are going to rank the top 3 films of the Rocketeer franchise. But first, as a reminder, our video is once again being sponsored by the good people at FuglyLove.com. Yes, FuglyLove.com. Go ahead. Play Russian roulette with your private parts. I dare ya at FuglyLove.com. And with that said, it's time to begin the countdown of the top 3 films of the Rocketeer franchise. So, coming in at number 3, it's 1991's The Rocketeer. That's right, folks. The one that started it all. 1991's The Rocketeer, the film that kicked off this franchise. Coming in hot at number 3 because the film itself is hot. Red hot. Red jetpack hot. That's right, because this film has everything you can want in a film. It got to do with a jetpack. It got the mafia. And it has Nazis getting their ass kicked. 3 elements that make up for a great film. And what's even better, the whole thing concludes with an epic fight on a blimp, or Zeppelin, if you will. It's a great story, it's an awesome story, it's a kick-ass adventure, it's amazing. It blew my mind when I saw it, it blows it now. Hell, when I see this film, take my money, take it, take all of it, take my money, take my pants down, blow me sideways. I love this film, and that is why it is number 3 on the list. Let's move on to number 2 in the Rocketeer franchise countdown. We come in at number 2 on the Rocketeer franchise countdown. It's 1991's The Rocketeer. Yes, yes, yes. I love this film. It is coming in at number 2, flying like a jetpack right out of hell into spot number 2 and into my heart, because this film, 1991's The Rocketeer, the cast that it has is flippin' amazing. There's some amazing actors in this film. You got the Rocketeer himself, played by Billy Campbell. He's like a Diet Coke version of Brendan Fraser, and he brings it. He brings it in this film. And then you got a former James Bond, Timothy Dalton, as the villain of the film. He plays a guy named Neville Sinclair, and he's like if a can of Axe body spray came to life. He just oozes evil. It's freaking great. And then on top of that, you got Jennifer freaking Connery, legal age Jennifer Connelly, in this film as well. And whoo, she is hot in this film. Hot, I tell ya. So hot that the film director did some really weird close-ups of her boobies in the film at one point. There's like this guy playing W.C. Fields, and he's kind of like a Harvey Weinstein of the 1930s, and he comes in and starts talking about Jennifer Connelly's tatas, and it's a little weird, but still great film, wonderful film. And here's a fun fact as well. The star Billy Campbell actually hooked up with Jennifer Connelly after the making of this film. They had like a 4-year relationship, And I just gotta say, for a guy who's like a Diet Coke version of Brendan Fraser, not too shabby. Way to go, Billy. Way to go. And because of all that, this puts the Rocketeer into the number 2 spot on my franchise list. Oh yeah. Which now brings us to spot number 1. Coming in at spot number 1, or flying in to spot number 1, perhaps I should say, here on the Rocketeer film franchise list, it's going to be 1994's Schindler's List. Yep, Schindler's List. Yes, this is a much darker film than the other films here on the Rocketeer franchise countdown, but quite frankly, it deserves the spot because it is a damn good film. A very good, dark, dramatic movie. It is much like the Rocketeer film franchise. This film too takes place during the Nazi era of world history, but unlike the Rocketeer films, which follow a fictional story of a guy in a jetpack to save the day, this film follows actual history, real history, where there is no man in a jetpack to make everything right. Instead, there is a man called Oscar Schindler, played by Liam Neeson. Yes, that Liam Neeson. And in this film, he doesn't use his special set of skills of punching and shooting and karate chopping people to death. No, in this film, Liam Neeson must use what he can of his wit to save lives. It is a dramatic, heart-pounding film. It will kick you in the chest. The film is in black and white. It is very powerful, but damn it, it deserves to be number 1 on this list because, quite frankly, if anything else, this film warns us of the horrors that can happen in real life if you allow hate to go unchecked. And that is maybe a lesson that we need to pay a little bit of attention to in this day of age. And if anything else, this film reminds us that we all should say no to fascism, and say yes to jetpacks. And that there wraps up the Rocketeer film franchise countdown. For Hack TV, this is Chicken Boy here saying, grab those jetpacks and fly for the stars to infinity and beyond. Wow, that got really dark.